It's complicated, the complexity, but my complaint is about those staying compliant. Treated more as an accomplice by those of this town that tweak ruthless about the defiant. These campuses full of queer kids with no love and no compass. No, you got love from the alliance. My haunches are running appliance like pissing off on a hydrant. And excitement set off by the assignment. Unlicensed to be truant. My front bottoms made me Katie Cat the clairvoyant. This is crazier than being the Wright brothers' pilot assistant for the first self-made assassin assignment. Time must get twisted on Orion, but maybe you so virant. Flame me like the butterflies that tried to stay free from the naturally flamboyant. She's shy, but will make you die of the lust. Smoke that dry dust, crust punk eyes half on misty as the thirst sent me broke back for a bust. Eyes shut, escaped through these animals that was stuffed. Adjust your disgust to someone whose errors should be discussed. We as a society forgive violence quicker than lust. Nonplussed for the freedom to be unjust. Who in our society fussed over a brain that went perma-freeze on some dust? Refrigerator requirement is a must. Flustered as a bicycle in a gust. To those conspiracy nuts that be fluent in fluoride, sometimes I feel like I'm being silenced. My chocolate lab Kiko was named for the Hawaiians. The climate's some pseudoscience realignment with those brightest of pirates in panties. Shop girls in some shanties. Maybe some sweeties should spam me. Blushed as they hushed, brushed up on the boys and girls that I crushed. Consult among us the concept of being an adult. Upset over my conduct, cause the truth is hard to confront. Insult me abrupt, why I never erupt. Instructables got you thinking corrupt. I'll go with my gut, taste that rice that be puffed. Cuddles the cotton chicken that she clutched. Remember Beanie Babies in the muck? Got trucked as Slipknot slow-moed up, impregnated you into a warrior of potatoes that be plucked. Aw shucks, she was the peanut butter to my schmucks. Some have all the skills, some have all the lucks. Me, I like knickknacks and nunchucks. But as they gettin' bullied for being quiet, sip loud with their love. Guess my gender bend makes me a giant. Riot over those raccoons and quiet. A diet to keep yourself skinny, be the personal tyrant. All y'all complicit in making me suffer another personal Sandy Hook, isn't it crooked? Who's the 21st victim? Sorry for getting cooked, booked, and losing my mind as everyone looked. What if these sessions was shared by the sirens who shook? Was this the punishment for what my 4th grade noggin took? Yo, sorry I took your eraser and called you a booger brain. Scatter with the slain, hey psycho shithead, guess just the mess made sense to drop a nuke. Do you need reasons to be strange through these seasons? Silence me psycho babble with strings, it's like the slots and suffer in sevens. Stirring some sightings of stranges, so Karen starts screaming about my love life being stuck in the Sahara. Couldn't someone possibly be Kara? Sergeant Sarah screws up the capybara. I serenade you with a flurry of flirts. I'm not perfect, but I'd be the type to puppy dog you into flight. My love is like Easter pink Sprite. I'd write you love songs as we never fight, then break up cause the cutie got confuzzled by society's kite. A flurry of throwing yourself at the floor in an attempt to miss and take flight. What if Douglas Adams was right? A fever dream about pot plants feasted on by some spider mites. You treat me like dirt, won't pop off like I'm Kurt, but careful with who you flirt. My sermons I'll stream if society gave a shit about a dream. Assembled the slums into a seance of serious silliness. Golems that gather our stylists to the syllabus. She's straight edge, not solemn, why you picking us? Let's super glue shut the missile silos. Silencing the strictest of sultans, overzealous as we sleepin' with Selena. Since she's been selling this gas that some sweeties lightened up polite. But secrets out, it was siphoned. Me, my ex-wife, and an island by design and protect those bloody diamonds that keep you so frightened, excited by the delighted, denied, and tied, ride and slide and write something with those entitled to spark flames on my family divide. Thanks for the tears that my daughter cried. Hooks in the sandy girls that society spied. 7 on Treadwell slide, I'm losing time. Help me come back to life. Escape these hospitals where society made Mr. Mental hide. Since there's no sense in an asylum of excellence that keeps us unenlightened, sightless on the sidelines, I can't even post a book under my real name without Amazon making me fried. Shouldn't we be evicting the thoughts of keeping the demons' victims alive through something that should be socially stigmatized like violence? How many people from Newtown struggle with sobriety? Wasn't the point of the AK to hurt us into silence? The symptoms of some systems that depict on a tragedy affected my family in Connecticut ignored. What's the hard news? Hear me over some bar blues. Flirting with those girls who got dark hues. Searching for La Muse in the wilderness as I'm plotting my dark blues. Princess of punk, under your eyes as the dark pools. Does it matter when my bladder shatter your views? Document the farm youth. These volumes need La Cruz. Fucked up my dark moods. Volume displaced on the park Luke. Of the car goes communicating with her view. God, who's the one that harmed you? Guess the life of me and my siblings stays forever difficult, cause y'all will never be the family that admits, cause I'm a problematic figure whose story conflicts. Assist these splits over a 10-year addict. Second chance never for some that Connecticut convicts. A stick and poke name on my wrist. Her love was the type to forever lift. Restrict what the tramp transmits. Do any of you ever feel guilt? Every rose eventually wilts. A pool party with Danielle from Yogananda made my mind go puberty panda. Get used like a tray flip, you never landa. I choose these rules like I'd empower the defense of a tower. Under my armpit you could cower. What if these stars never shower? Wishes an emperor of our citizens, mutt with no clothes. Embargoes are full. Got something incorporated for the job and some cue. Make me mixed up on these mannequin clues. Hey, maybe the boozer you lose. That's the obligatory freestyle at the end where I just keep going because I'm going and I'm slowing up because I don't know if I'm growing up ever. Peter Pan to the man to the stand. Hey, Skabowski, squared circle, you go to the purple to purple. I lost it. I tried. Whatever. And that was my morning. I don't know why I do this. I know I do. To anybody who struggles with sobriety, and like I'm not the one to, art's important. Art is just, it's good for your soul. Write something. Just before you go and pick up a pipe or syringe or anything like that, just write something. Draw something, create something. It's the only way that I was ever, the first time I ever made it more than a day sober, I was 27 years old, and it was when I wrote my first book. Failed book, but the first book I ever wrote, and 34 days. I stayed sober for 34 days. Yeah. Write something, draw something, create something, do something. Just something. Like, you're never a failure. Or maybe you are. I don't know. I feel like a failure a lot, but like, okay, let's switch up gears a little bit. Let's talk to my daughter now for a second. This, honey, you're about that age where I started exploring, narcotics and stuff like that. If you knew what life, and especially for a female out there, what that life is like, even if you had all the money in the world, what drugs will put you through, even drinking, just think a little longer than, like, just think about it before you do anything. I care about you so much, and I miss you so much, and I love you so much, and I'm sorry things went the way they did, but, I couldn't. Sometimes things don't happen for a reason, and sometimes society just wants to punish someone. Sometimes people get in your ear and tell you to do one thing or tell you to do another thing, and sometimes, like, I believe with my whole heart that if in a vacuum, our family would have never been broken. And especially like the fact that in the past 8 years, I've spent more time sober than I have getting high. And your mother she would have been ecstatic. It just would have made her so happy. And it sucks because she was the reason I was doing it. Like you were the reason I was doing it, but like you were the reason I was doing it. But like that thought that like I could make her that happy was just what pushed me for the longest time. And now it's like I just here's the deal. Wait until you're fucking 25 and your life falls apart before you get high. Like, you'll appreciate yourself so much. And maybe your life won't fall apart if you don't get high in the first place. I don't know. It's an idea. I love you.